birthday girl. Scientologist.
Angelina, you dey cool my temperature. If you call, I go come deliver. I no go fall in your hand never. So now me you go love forever. I'm a baby, no people like that. I'm a Angelina. I'm a Angelina.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a different video. It's a video I have always wanted to film and it has taken me so long to film it, but I do not care. I am going to film it. I've made up my mind that I will film it regardless.
Even though regardless upon
Today I am filming a video about turning 30. Not just turning 30. This is going to be like a whole series. Yes, I turned 30 in May. It's almost the end of the year. Who cares? I don't. Yeah, I'm going to film a series about me turning 30, where I went for my 30th birthday, how I planned my 30th birthday, and all the things around turning 30. That's what this series is about. Oh my God! Wow! This particular video is about the place that I went to when I turned 30, which is Morocco. Yes. I've been talking about Morocco the entire year. It was a mind-blowing vacation for me. So yes, let's get into the video. Let's get into details about the trip, how I planned it, and all that stuff. I don't want this video to be long. I always say that, but the video ends up being 40 minutes. But yeah, let's get into the video. So for my 30th birthday, I always try to go on a trip for my birthday, regardless if it was 30, if it was 25, 22. I always try to do something. I am a big birthday person. If you know me, you know. I love birthdays. I know that's right. When I met my husband, he never used to celebrate his birthday, and I'm like, what kind of person are you? He's like, oh, it's just another day. It is not just another day. My birthday is not just another day. Period. If you didn't call me on my birthday, I know. If you didn't send me a message, I know. Anyway, I am a big birthday person. I take birthdays seriously, regardless of if it's 30 or 31. I am going to do something for my birthday. So for 30, I wanted to, go on a trip and I wanted to have a party. I wanted to do both. It was not either or. Both was going to happen. I wanted to do both. I wanted a party and I wanted to go on a trip. So my husband decided, he's like, okay, I'm not going to give you both because I can't afford to give you both. But what I can do is I can give you a trip. And you can, have your birthday party. And I was like, okay, I'll take that. So I did my birthday party and my husband, sponsored the trip. So that is the backstory so that when I get into details of this, it would make sense. And I just had to, that's like a disclaimer so that when I'm saying certain things, it would make sense. So for my 30th birthday, I wanted to go to a country that I have not been. Obviously, I always go to a new country every birthday. But this one specifically, I wanted to go to a country that money would go far. And with that, like what I mean is the dollar would go far. For instance, if we went to Spain or Europe or, Italy or anything, our dollar would not go far because we're changing dollar to euros or dollar to pounds or something like that. I wanted to pick a country that when I, change money or whatever, it would go far. Do you guys know what I'm trying to say? And then somewhere that was a bit familiar where food wasn't too bad. My husband is a very picky eater, so when you've traveled a lot with somebody, you already know their travel style. So I wanted to go to a country also where we can eat the food is not too bad, we can adapt. By the second day we're already adapting to the food, we're not very hungry or just eating just to eat. We're eating and we're also satisfied. That's another thing that I thought of when I was picking Morocco. And Morocco is just, it's a tourist country. It's popular right now. It's not too expensive. A lot of people are going to Morocco. There's a lot of things to do also. You also want to pick a country where there's a lot of things to do. You're just not sleeping and waking up every day. Now, if that's your vibe, that's not a problem. That's another reason why. And then another reason why I also picked that was location. For Morocco, it was a one trip. There was no stopover or anything. It's just a straight flight from Washington DC to Casablanca. Straight flight. We didn't have to stop somewhere and do it. It was a straight flight. We just entered Maroc. That was one of the reasons why I chose Morocco. Now let's get into the pricing. I'm going to start with tickets. For Morocco, it was a no-brainer for us to take Air Maroc. There are other flights, that go to Morocco, but Air Maroc is the Morocco airline, so we decided to go with that. I think it was $1,000. Don't quote me on that. I'll ask my husband. I think it was about $1,000 for economy to Morocco, but we did economy premium. So I think that's what he did because he's tall. He wants his leg room or whatever. So we did economy premium to Morocco. So that's ticket. Now, when it comes to hotels and stuff, Morocco has hotels and they have riads. I wanted to experience Morocco for what Morocco is. The red buildings, the clay houses. So we did a few days in a riad and then we did a few days in a hotel. Not a hotel, it's a desert. We didn't stay in a hotel at all in Morocco. When you go to other countries, you stay in a hotel, you stay in a resort, all inclusive. We've done that a lot of times. So I didn't want that for this birthday. I wanted it to be unique. I didn't want to do something that I've always done. I wanted a different vibe. So I did a riad. The riad I stayed in is Riad Oriental, 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss, would recommend. They were beautiful. I don't know how much that cost for a night. Let me go back to my email.
A few minutes later.
I think it was about like $180 to $200 a night for Riyadh Oriental, or it could have been less. Yeah, I think it was around that. I think it was $160. I can only find the confirmation. I can't find the receipt for the booking. But yeah, I did Saturday, May 11th to Tuesday, the 14th. So it was 4 days, 3 nights, and it came up to like 500 and something, almost $600. But that's how much it was. First day to the Riyadh gave us a guide that went with us to the Medina, which is like the marketplace. It was really lovely. I made my hair there because I didn't do my hair when I was leaving America. So I made my hair there in the market. They cornrowed my hair, everything. It was beautiful. And that cost it was like $10 to get my hair braided there. So it was a beautiful experience. When you're in Morocco, you can rent a car, okay? You can rent a car, but we did not rent a car. We were taking taxis. Now, the best way to do it is to have your Riyadh book your taxi for you, because then they can tell you how much you're supposed to pay for the distance that you're going for. If you decide to book your taxis yourself, you can, but it's just that there's a higher chance that you're going to be ripped off. So that's what we did. Another thing I want to mention is when it comes to SIM card and phone and internet, don't buy internet or SIM card at the airport. Do not change money at the airport. Now, if you are like in dire need and you do really need to change money because you don't have cash, then that's fine. We changed a little bit of money at the airport because obviously we had to pay the taxi guy that was taking us to the Riyadh. So we needed cash in hand. So we did that. Now, what we did was when we got to the Riyadh and we were settled, we went to the Medina market. We got like a hotspot. You know those hotspots, and then you buy a SIM card and you put it in there. It's like a mini Wi-Fi that you take around with you. That's what we did, and we always do this. Even when we go to Nigeria, we do this. When we go to Jamaica, we always do this. That's how we operate, because I don't like, opening my phone, putting the SIM. This is even an eSIM actually, but I didn't want to go through the stress of doing all that. We just always do the hotspot. So you buy the SIM and then load the SIM card and just put it in your machine, and it's a mini Wi-Fi. And that cost about I think it was like 600 for the machine, the SIM card, and the data that we put in it. Meanwhile, at the airport, they were charging 500 for the SIM card and data. The first day was good. There was not anything like adventurous or mind-blowing that happened. Welcome to Morocco. The next day was our tour day. So what I did was I found a tour company. There's this couple that run a tourism agency, so I contacted them. I got their recommendation from a travel influencer on Instagram. I contacted the wife and she gave me the pricing and everything, and then I booked with her and she allocated a tour guide to me, which is how I met Musemum. So my tour guide in Morocco, his name is Musemum, and that was how I met him. All the tours that we went to for that day, he took us. Now I might not be able to remember everything, but I hope that I'm able to put the pictures and the videos on the screen. When you're going, you have to also allocate money for the tours. Now you have to pay for the tour guide with the agency. That's one thing, but when you go to the tours itself, sometimes you have to pay money to get in. So it's usually about 150 Moroccan dirhams. So we went to all the common tourist places that we went to, and then we ended up Medina, where I wanted to shop. So I bought some oils, some teas, some soap, and everything that I made like a party pack for people who were coming for my birthday. So I did that on that day, which was chef's kiss. I still have the oils from that store. Love, love, love. Now that day, great, nice. But the next day was my actual birthday.
My birthday tomorrow. Girl, I'm just calling around, let people know my birthday tomorrow.
Which is when I turned 30. Before we left at all, my husband asked me what exactly I wanted for my birthday. Apart from the trip, what do you want? I was like, I told him all the things that I wanted. I had desires and everything.
My future, my hope, all my sorrows, all my struggles, all my hopes. What will I do? I can't even resist. Oh my God, if it doesn't, oh my God.
I wanted to do the hot air balloon because it's like really, really early in the morning. So I wanted to do that. And I knew that I wanted to do a photo shoot in Morocco. I saw some pictures online about like doing a photo shoot in the Medina and all that good stuff. So I wanted to do that too. I didn't know if I wanted to do it on my birthday or not, but I just said that, I wanted to do that. And then I wanted to do shopping. I wanted to go shopping. So I think those are the things I told him. On the day of my birthday, the morning of my birthday, he booked the hot air balloon for the morning, which was absolutely perfect. So the morning of my birthday, we went for the hot air balloon. The hot air balloon is, that one that you fly. I'll insert a picture here, which was beautiful. We had to leave though at 4 a.m. in the morning so that our driver could pick us up. We had to meet him at a certain place. So he picked us up at like 4:15, and then he took us to where the hot air balloon would, take off, I guess. They had snacks, they had, the traditional Moroccan tea and all that stuff, and then we got on the hot air balloon. My husband also paid for pictures, like the package he picked came with pictures, drone footage, and something I don't remember. But yeah, so I have professional pictures and drone footage from the hot air balloon, which is really nice. did that the morning of my birthday. It was around 180 per person for the hot air balloon, and then the picture and the drone footage was $70. $70. So plus me and him, 180, that's 360 plus $70. That's about what, 400 for something? Yeah, so that was how much it cost for the hot air balloon. The pictures came out nice. I feel like they could have done better. That's just me. I felt like they could have done better, but the pictures came out nice. The video also wasn't bad at all. When we came back, it was literally at like 9 a.m. in the morning. So I was like, there's nothing to do. Let me take a nap. So I took a nap. While I was taking a nap, I didn't know my husband went with our tour guide, which is the Musemum that we met the day before. They went out. I don't know how. I was sleeping, and then when I woke up, he wasn't there. When I called the rehab, like the customer service, like downstairs, and they said that he went out with Musemum. So I was like, okay. I told them to like help me call Musemum. So when they helped me call Musemum, I was able to speak to him. I was like, where is he? He was like, oh, by the way, I should get ready. I should do my makeup and my hair and everything because a photographer was coming. And I was like, oh wow. Anyway, he booked a photography session for us on my birthday. So
oh my body just cool. Mama mia, oh my body just make cool.
that was how that came about. So while it was in the Medina, I started getting ready. So I was showering, did my makeup, my hair, everything. And then I wore this dress. This is the exact dress I wore on my birthday for the photo shoot. It was really, really beautiful. The woman who owns the agency that I booked the tour guide from, her husband is the photographer, which is mind-blowing. Yeah, he takes pictures for tourists that come into Morocco, and you just walk around like the old Morocco city in Marrakech, right? Which is beautiful. We took some in the rehab, we took some outside on the road, and then we went into the market itself to take some more pictures. We took some in a spice store, and it was just beautiful. My husband was happy. I was also happy with the pictures, with just the service. Moroccans are very hospitable. I didn't meet any bad person. Like, there was nobody that was nasty to me while I was there. So love. I'm just even looking at the pictures now. They're so beautiful. 2:00, we went to go eat lunch. So while we're eating lunch, Musemum came to meet us, and he had 30 roses. Red roses. Where he found it from, I do not know, but he had 30 roses. Apparently, that's what they were planning while I was sleeping. But yeah, he had 30 roses, red roses, and he had a note. Happy birthday to my lovely wife. My husband got me 30 roses for turning 30. Beautiful. It was so beautiful. I cried. My makeup was a little bit of a mess. It's just so funny how your husband can take little things and make them big things. Musemum recommended this restaurant for us to go, and then we went to that in the night. It's one of those restaurants where, the belly dancers come and they dance, and there's a whole entertainment, there's fireworks and all the stuff. So we did that in the night, but that is in the new city. So remember, the rehads are in the old city. The new city is where, the modern and all the stuff were.
It's the birthday girl. We the children of light, and we will never let up. Never giving up fight, yeah. We didn't make it through the night, yeah. Done the crawling all night, but keep your head up, Charlie. We were made for this life, yeah.
Next day was checkout day from the rehab, but that day also was the day we were supposed to go to YSL Museum and the Jardin Majorelle. Oh my god, if I tell you guys the struggle to book a ticket to this Jardin Majorelle and YSL Museum, crazy. But another thing is, if you have like a tour guide that's local that can help you book your stuff, it's way cheaper than booking it from all these booking.com and all those like travel advisory websites, because most times is always more expensive. Like this Jardin, Majorelle and YSL Museum, when we checked online, I think it was like, I don't remember how much it was, like maybe like $100 or more than $100 for me and Daniel to go. But then Mohsin, he knew someone who worked there and they could get us a ticket. And then it was like $90 for the two of us. It was less than $100 for Dan and I to go. And it's always good to have a tour guide. You don't have to line up. When you have a tour guide, we didn't line up. Once you get there and your tour guide shows his badge, they let you in. You don't have to line up. Like, it was literally like VIP service if you had a tour guide. So we checked out. We went to the Jardin Majorelle. That's that blue and yellow place that, you know, everyone who goes to Morocco goes there. And that was where I met Kofo. There's this couple that we met, Kofo. Beautiful, beautiful. They have a baby now. And then we went to the YSL Museum. In the YSL Museum, phones are not allowed, so you can't really take pictures when you're in the museum. But then outside of the museum, you can take pictures. So that was that. Then we went that same day, which was the 14th, we went to the desert. We had to check in. So in Morocco, in the desert, they have like hotels or resorts. So we booked a 3 days resort in the desert. It was an experience. I wanted this birthday to not be like regular travel vacation, so I don't know why I thought that this was going to be a good idea. Now the resort we booked was Inara, Inara. That was the one that we booked. There was a popular one, the popular luxury desert resort that most people book, and we wanted to book that, but it was sold out. So we had to go for the next best thing, which was Inara. Inara was about $270, $250 a night. It was expensive. I was like, for a tent?
I shouted, Jesus, what a life!
We stayed there from 14th, 15th, 16th, and we were out on the 17th. So that was 3 nights, 4 days, and it was almost $800. Yeah. For the desert rooms, it's just a tent that they build, and then they put toilet, bathroom and everything. The desert hotel also, it's not an all-inclusive. You have to pay for food separately. So if you go for lunch, it's added on your bill. If you go for dinner, it's added on your bill. And you have to pay everything when you... And that's another thing about Morocco that I found to be strange. They don't take the money up front. They take the money when you're leaving. So for instance, when we checked into this desert hotel thing, they just checked us in and stuff and put a card on file. They didn't charge us. It was the last day when we were leaving was when they charged us for food, drinks, the hotel, and every other activity that you did. So I was like, that's weird, because most places that I go to, like when we go to a resort, or they charge you when you get there, and then they keep a card on file. Then when you leave, if you like buy any other thing, then they will charge for that. But that's not how they did it in Morocco, because you're in the desert. Literally, you're in the middle of nowhere. Even getting there was like the taxi guy that we took was an old man, and he drove so slow. Oh my God, crazy. But anyway, when we got there, it was in the middle of nowhere. Like if you scream, no one's coming to help you.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Desert is very dry, very dusty, very sandy.
Oh, nah, I never knew that.
I was like, how the hell did I put myself up for this? It was a good experience. You're literally going to be sleeping and waking up. There's literally nothing to do. The hotel has like activities that they set up for you to do. So they have pottery class. You can do ATV. You can do camel riding. They have a tea class or something. So they have different things that you can sign up for. We signed up for pottery, and then we signed up for ATV. We're supposed to do camel riding, but we didn't do that. So we signed up for that, and then we signed up for spa, massage, deep tissue massage. We signed up for that. So the first day when we got there, we didn't do much. We just went, chillaxed, and ate dinner and slept.
Yeah, and you are the time of my life. Amaru, yeah. You brought the days to my night. did everything I said, but I did it all my way. Oh wow. Told you when you came my way, can nobody take your place. Oh wow. You know like the game them play.
The next day was when we were supposed to have our pottery class, but I slept off. When we got there, they hadn't started, so I was like, okay, let me just go and take a nap. But by the time I woke up, the class was over. So I missed that class. I missed the poetry class. And then the evening of that day was when we did our ATV. The ATV ride is a sunset ATV ride, which is beautiful. You get to ride the ATV round the desert when the sun is setting. I don't think you guys understand. Like, it is so beautiful. I was too scared to drive, so I stayed at the back of my husband. We rented only one ATV because driving is not my strong skill. As always, I'm a passenger princess.
And that's on period, thank you.
I take it seriously. I think to rent the ATV is around $100 to $120 for one ATV. Next day, which was the 16th, what we booked for the 16th was our spa and massage. Was what we booked for the 16th. Got ready. I wanted to take a few pictures in the morning, which is what I did. So I got up early. I didn't really do much makeup. It's in the desert. The desert is hot, but yeah, that was what we did on the 16th. We just chilled, took a few pictures. We went to the pool. Actually, on the 16th, we went to the pool, spent some time at the pool, and then came back for our massage. And then after the massage, we went for dinner. And that was our last night in Morocco. So we had like a special kind of dinner. We dressed up. So I dressed up, my husband dressed up, and we headed to dinner. And on the 17th, we packed our bags and we came home. So that was the trip. Put a poll on my Instagram for people to ask me questions about Morocco and things like that. So I'm going to answer those. The first question is, what was the highlight of your trip? The highlight of my trip was my birthday. Getting flowers on my birthday, doing everything that I wanted on my birthday. I didn't even mention this. My husband had the people in the Riyadh bake me a cake.
Get out of this place. Damn bloody food.
On my birthday. Like, the chef in the Riyadh baked me a cake on my birthday. Birthday to you. Happy birthday. And I didn't expect that. I was truly surprised. Everything on my birthday was a surprise. From the photo shoot to the flowers to the cake, everything was a surprise. I knew we were going for the hot air balloon, but every other thing was a surprise, and that was my highlight. Someone said, please drop my itinerary. I'm filming it right now, so you get to see that. What was your first impression when you arrived? My first impression when I arrived in Morocco was, this is Africa. Like, it is Africa. It was familiar, even though they are most Muslims. I think it's a Muslim country, if I'm correct. Like, there's nothing so different about it. If you're Nigerian, it's almost the same. The food is not as spicy, but you get rice, you get sauce. There's some places that offer plantain, you get shawarma, meat. Like, it's Africa. And also, how nice they are. They are very hospitable. Tourism is not new to them. So yeah, you walk around and see a lot of tourists, both white, Asian, Indians. Morocco is a place people go a lot for vacation and stuff. So the amount of tourists that were there when I got there, yeah, they were a lot. So that was my impression. My impression was like, wow, this is Africa. Did you get any guided tours? If so, what was it worth? I would recommend you get a tour guide. Since the day we met Musemum, he took us around. He was with us until the day we left to the desert. So on the 12th, on the 13th, on the 14th, he was with us. Because having a tour guide, especially if you don't speak Arabic, you don't speak their local language, you don't speak Bebel, you do need a tour guide. It was worth every penny that we paid. We paid the agency on the 12th for us to have him, but the days after we paid him based on, the things that we did, where we went to, and all the activities that he helped us with, and which was we paid him an average of like 150 to 200 depending on how many hours he spent with us. So that's like the range. I think it was worth it. The fact that I didn't even have to stand in any lines was worth it for me. The next question was, what activities do you recommend we do in Morocco for vacation? Now, if I had the money, I would do the hot air balloon, the breakfast package. So the hot air balloon, normally they have the one that's like the public, which is the one that Dan and I did. We just pay for each person, and you're with a group of people, and then you do the hot air balloon. They have a package where it's like the romantic like breakfast package where it's just the two of you in the hot air balloon, and they set it up. You have your breakfast spread and everything, and you just have breakfast in the sky. That is mind-blowing. It's for the people who have bedu in their pockets. It's like about 400 for one person. So the two of you, it will run you like $800. Like if you wanted to propose to your significant other in Morocco, that's where you do it, in the air. That's one thing I recommend for you to do. Then the normal tourist stuff, the ATV, I would recommend you do massage. Okay, have a couples massage. I did that with my husband. 10 out of 10 we recommend. Like literally, if we knew that massage was going to be that good, we would have had it every day till we left. The massage was $80 per person. So yeah, massage, couples massage, deep tissue couples massage, I would recommend that. Cooking class too. You can do the Morocco cooking class. There are a lot of them. You can do that too. Since it's like the two of you, do that. Poetry is also good. That's also an activity that I wanted to do. And then someone asked, is it as racist as they say towards blacks? Of course. I didn't experience any form of racism. When I was doing my research for Morocco, I didn't really hear much talks about racism. I didn't experience any racism. And my tour guide also told me that if a tourist reports that you assaulted them or anything, it's literally like 5 years in prison for you to like assault a tourist or do any form of that stuff. What would you advise as a healthy budget for a week stay, all inclusive? Now, I did not do an all inclusive. Like I said, I didn't want to do that because I usually do that. But even with that, I would say now plus flight, food, everything per person, $3,000 if you want to be comfortable. Now, can you do cheaper? Of course. I always tell people, like, there's always a cheaper route. You just have to find it. You just have to do the research, especially when it comes to traveling. There's always going to be a cheaper hotel. There's always going to be a cheaper flight. But it's like, do you really want to do that? Like for me, a direct flight was very, very much what we wanted, so we were willing to pay the extra cost of that. For instance, the hotel. There are other like desert hotels that were there, but we chose Inara because it was a luxurious one and it was highly recommended, and it was also new. It's newly built, so that's why we chose that. Are there cheaper ones? Yes, there are probably some that won't run us $270 or $250 a night. So I see, these like tourist packages, I see them online for like 1.5, 1.8. So, depending on what you're going for and how you like to vacation, like around 1.8 to 3,000 is what I would say you should budget. If I have any other thing or any other information, I would put that. But thank you for watching. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. More vacation content to come. 2025, there's a lot of travels that we have planned, and I do intend to vlog them. But yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Share this with anyone who you think is going to Morocco or who is planning on going to Morocco or wants to go to Morocco. This is good information. Bye. See you in my next one.